Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, Virgo. Overall energy for you was the Five of Pentacles. And what's interesting to me is I'm feeling throughout everybody, you're the last sign that I've read for this month. And I feel like so many people are being called to step into their truth on a soul level. And I feel the same thing for you this month. I want to tell you not to be scared of stepping towards your mission, stepping towards your truth. And allow yourself to be guided. I feel a lot of creative projects, a lot of creative writing, a lot of artists. I feel so many different vibes. But what I feel off this card is that I feel like you're a little nervous to step into your truth, to step into where it is that your soul's trying to pull you. And it's because of fear of lack, or you fear like if you step towards that direction, you're not going to get what you want. Or you're going to be kind of left out in the cold. And I just want to tell you so much that I just do not feel that way with you. I feel like this is your thinking. You're just a little nervous because of the change or for the change. But I feel very strongly like that's not going to be the case for you. So just allow yourself to be guided, follow the signs, follow the synchronicities, and follow your heart. The angel advice card that I received for you this month, Virgo, was entrepreneur. So self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your coworkers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. So I really do feel like if you are being called to do something on an entrepreneurial level, I highly, highly encourage you to do so. We are in powerful manifesting times. And I just feel so strongly like if you were to sit down, meditate, set your intentions, you could really begin to bubble up something quite nice for yourself. So, allow yourself to be guided. I also feel like I want to mention to pay attention to your repetitive thoughts, as this does signify divine guidance, and that it's not just random thoughts that are popping into your mind. For some reason, I feel the need to mention that to you as well. Also, if you're feeling the call to help people, like I said, feeling the call to serve, please allow that to come into fruition. Don't just shun that, because not everything's just practical or logical all the time. I do feel like I want to mention journaling, dream journaling to you. I also feel like I want to mention, if you are an active meditator, possibly writing down what it is that you see during your meditations, as this will help provide more clarity to you. And I also feel like I just simply want you to write down your intentions. Please remember that new moons are for creating and setting new intentions. Full moons are for releasing that which no longer serves us. And I just feel a lot of writing vibes. I also want to mention to you that I want you very strongly, and I feel like this is a message that's coming through for a lot of the signs this month. Please let go of the desired outcomes so that you can get what you want. When we attach ourselves to a certain outcome, a certain person, a certain, whatever, we kind of tighten up the energy and we don't allow what could come through to us naturally and possibly be better for us to come through for us. So I do feel like I want to mention that to you. And I also feel like I want to mention throat chakra as well. Communicate clearly and don't be scared to tell people like it is. This can be just stepping into your truth, stepping into your mission, walking away from relationships that no longer serve you, jobs, career, whatever. I just feel like I want to say to you, communicate clearly, let go of desired outcomes. And allow these new ideas to blossom. Allow all these new beginnings to come into your life. So, first card I have here is the Moon. And what I feel off of this particular card is, I feel like, some of you are going to have to step out of your comfort zone, face some things about yourself, fears. I feel like some inner child wounding as well, in order to get to the next step. But what I want to remind you of is that when you do that, you're basically just illuminating the light or illuminating what needs to be lit up and coming into a place that will be good for you. But you are going to have to make some choices. And I do feel like in order for you to make some choices, you're going to have to look past the illusion on some things and really clearly decide what it is that you want. And in order for you to clearly decide what you want, you are going to have to face some fears. I definitely feel that way. And I want to tell you that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to. I mean, you're a Virgo, you're very practical. Virgos are very successful people typically. And, you know, I just want to tell you, you can do this. I feel like there's some hard work that needs to be put in, but you can do it. Like once you set your mind to something, it's on. That's what I feel like. Yeah, absolutely. I just pulled the 1111 card for you. So basically, it's just all about you figuring out what you want, setting your intentions, maybe facing a few fears. But once you do that, you have what it takes to accomplish, you know, community, love, abundance. You just have to be willing to put the work in. And again, I do feel like this is very strongly related to soul missions. Yeah, allowing your passions to come through. I feel a ton of creative vibes coming off of your reading. I'm not too sure why today, but I just feel a ton of art, you know, light working stuff, creative writing, intuitive work, Reiki healers, yoga instructors, meditation instructors. I feel that very strongly. In regards to, I feel like I got to mention your patience levels to you too. I want to remind you that in order for you to create the kingdom that you want, you kind of have to let all of the old stuff fall away. And that's going to take time. So, you know, you're kind of a slow moving sign anyways. You're very practical. You don't move very fast. You don't make a lot of impulsive decisions. So just continue to allow your patience to work for you and not against you this month, and you should be fine. What I feel like what I want to say to you with the Emperor card is visualize to materialize. Set your intentions. What do you want, Virgo? What do you want? Where do you see yourself, you know, 5 years from now, 5 months from now? Visualize to materialize. Sit down in meditation and allow what's no longer serving you to fall away. And again, I feel like I want to say create your kingdom, create your queendom. I do feel like you're going to have to spend some time in meditation, as I said before, coming from a very balanced perspective. Allowing the heart to guide you, not the mind. So for those of you who are struggling with meditation or are struggling with not necessarily knowing where you're going, listening to your ego and not your heart, I want to say this is a very quick reminder for you that if you want clarity and you want to know where it is that you are going or where you're supposed to go, highly, highly, highly recommend meditation for you. It's going to bring you the clarity that you want. But I do feel like I want to say to you, Virgo, this month, quit listening to your ego. You've got to tame that beast. You have everything that you need inside of you in order to manifest all of this greatness that's coming your way. I do feel like there's some immature banter, and this could be in regards to relationships that are falling away from you. I want to remind you that endings are merely just new beginnings. And once you allow these particular relationships to fall away from you, this immaturity, possibly old codependent relationships. I also want to mention, like, please get rid of anybody who's not serving you on a positive level. You know, again, I feel friendships, old relationships, because when you do, you literally have this new beginning waiting for you, and it's going to be very healthy for you. I also want to say to you, come from a place of love always. And when you naturally begin to vibrate at a higher level, the people and the situations that are no longer serving you kind of just tend to fall away. So if that's what needs to happen, that's what needs to happen. I do want to encourage you again, it's all about intuition, and in order for something to change for you this month, in order for you to begin moving forward, you are going to have to listen to your intuition. I have the High Priestess for you, and the High Priestess, you know, she just knows. No one has to tell her anything. She just knows. She can feel it. She doesn't use her head to manifest new beginnings for herself. She listens to her heart. And I just feel like that's such a strong message for you this month, Virgo. And remember, nothing is going to change unless you allow movement for yourself. And I feel like this is on a practical level for you as well. So I do want to say to you as well, there's no need to be so hard on yourself, Virgo. No need to be so hard on yourself. I feel like you're critiquing yourself for some reason. I just feel heavy critique vibes. Again, that's something that meditation can help clear up. This could be in regards to attachments, codependent relationships, not able to let go of old ways, thinking, being, doing, or addictions. Don't underestimate the power of prayer and asking your guides and angels for help. And again, when I say come from a place of love, come from a place of love for yourself and compassion for yourself as well. This will help you on so many levels. So many levels. I do feel like there's some clarity that could be coming in for you, and it's going to be in regards to, I definitely feel like a new practical beginning, but I am going to tell you, you are going to have to step out of your comfort zone and not worry so much about the past, possibly the past repeating itself as well. I want to remind you that there's no greater goal than to love yourself and to love others. And I do feel like that's going to bring some clarity. And I do feel very strongly like it has to do with, I don't know, this might just be for some people, but I do feel like this codependent relationship as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards from the Doreen Virtue Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. I love how practical the advice is on these cards, and it always seems to come at just the right time. I don't know, Virgo, I just feel like you have a lot of really cool things manifesting for yourself. You've got a lot of new beginnings. You just have some choices you need to make, some fears that you need to face. Have the discipline and the mindset to accomplish it. Set your intentions. Spend some time in meditation. Allow the old stuff to fall away. And simply, what I want to say to you more than anything is love yourself. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are worthy. So the first card I have for you is pay attention. Notice repetitive signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. So this is kind of what I was saying earlier about listening to your intuition and taking that high priestess guidance and allowing yourself to move forward based on faith, not by sight. So pay attention. If you are receiving angel numbers, messages through music, very synchronistic things, it's not just happening for no reason. Oh, how funny. The second card I have is synchronicity. So your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So I would say that card speaks for itself. The third card I have for you is father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. What I feel off of this card is unconditionally loving yourself, letting the expectations go, loving yourself exactly as you are, who you are, and not having to please anybody but yourself. I definitely feel that. I also feel like, I just feel so strongly like stepping into your truth despite what anybody feels like or has opinions about. I'm also going to pull 3 cards from the Doreen Virtue Romance Angel deck. Please keep in mind that this doesn't necessarily have to be any particular person. It's whoever you're thinking about as I'm shuffling these cards. Or for yourself, because ultimately a journey like this is all about coming into balance with yourself and loving yourself fully. Balancing those masculine and feminine energies. First one I have is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Absolutely. And the first thing that came to mind when I read this was if you are stuck in any kind of old codependent relationships or any relationships that are no longer serving you, it might be time for you to speak up and follow your heart. Second message I have for you is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Absolutely. This is kind of what I was saying earlier about letting go of desired outcomes so that you can get what you want. allowing that feminine high priestess energy, which is all about going with the flow and not forcing an outcome. And the third message I have, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So again, if you are in any kind of codependent relationship, or if you're feeling any kind of codependency with your counterpart, it really is time for you to step into your truth, which is basically what I was feeling in this card in the beginning. You know, by being your full authentic self, it actually creates opportunities for you. It definitely doesn't put you out in the cold. And if you can't be your full authentic self with any situation, with anybody in your life, then you never truly belonged in that situation or with that person to begin with. So, strong message there. I am going to go ahead and pull an extra card for you as well from the Ascended Masters deck from Doreen Virtue, since all of the earth signs were late this month. So just go ahead and close your eyes, and if you feel like asking a question, you certainly can, or if you feel like you just want to allow a message to come through, you can definitely do that as well. I just got this deck. Been having fun playing with it. For those of you who have never worked with the Ascended Masters, I highly encourage you to do it. It happens with me through meditation. I've had a couple of them pop through: Saint Germain, Lao Tzu, Horus, Thoth. Pretty fun. So I got priorities. King Solomon, and I will read the description from the book. Okay, it says, devote your time to the highest priorities, even if it means getting to bed earlier or later. This is a wonderful time to work on new projects that are near and dear to your heart, even if you're confused about how to approach the project, or you fear whether you will be able to accomplish your dreams. So definitely a big message for you, Virgo. Do it anyway. You'll feel elated by the time and energy you invest into your true priorities, because your inner self will feel loved and well cared for. As you invest in your priorities, you are investing in yourself. Additional meanings for this card: let go of procrastination or perfectionism. That's interesting, considering we're reading for Virgos. Break your major goals into baby steps and take one step at a time. Revamp your schedule so that you devote regular time to your priorities. Be assertive in saying no to anything that diverts you from your path.